Alright, what is going on, beautiful people out there on internet land? Welcome to the video. My name is Brando Linick, and you're asking, how much does it cost to start a retail store business? It's a really good question, and when it comes to a retail store, this is something I've personally done with, close friends of mine, and the process, depending on the location, depending on the size, it's going to differ. Alright, but to give you something you can take away from this video, I figured in addition to answering this question, I'd share with you kind of my experience when it comes to building a business in general and what you need to know and what you need to look out for to save you a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. But the average ballpark for a retail store, it's going to cost you anywhere from $50,000 up to and over, like $250,000. Like I said, it depends on location, size, and you got to keep in mind what goes with the territory of a retail store. You're looking at operating in a location, so you have a storefront, alright, so you have an overhead investment of that, and you have to maintain that on a monthly basis. You also have to look at staff, equipment, supplies, alright, so you have staff, equipment, supplies, and operating that on a monthly basis, so all those things every month cost money, alright, and that's really what you got to take into account when it comes to actually starting a retail store. And honestly, I would advise you not to head down this path if, alright, you don't have the budget set aside for it. If you don't have the budget set aside to start your own retail store, or even if you actually do, I would suggest before you consider starting a retail store, before you go down that path, if and only if you're looking at starting a retail store business because you want to be your own boss, you want to create leverage and time freedom, if that's what you're looking for out of a business, I've got a lead I want to throw your way here. And if you hear me out here for a second, my experience and story with this goes back a year ago when I transitioned from this type of business model, dealing with supplies, equipment, all that stuff, to an internet business model. And I won't tell you that the internet's the only way to go. That'd be a bunch of BS. But this is really important that you know this so you can make an educated decision by the end of this video on what you want to do to help you get the results that you want. Because I came across a person, alright, who was building a business on the internet without dealing with any of that. Alright, so their profit margins and income that they were making was out of this world, making more money every month than I was making a whole year. So I started to model and copy what they're doing because they're building a business online. They had that ability to pick up, travel, live in different countries where they didn't even speak the language, live there for like 6 months period of time till their visa ran out, then renew their visa and live there for another 6 months or pick up and travel somewhere else. And because they're doing this, building a business online, obviously not average or typical results, I'm not guaranteeing you the same results, but I was able to model and copy what they're doing and create a full-time income business working part-time. And it required work, I had to learn things, but the cool part was I didn't have to deal with the upfront investment and the overhead of a retail business. And I can't emphasize it enough. If you want to start a business that creates time, freedom, flexibility, and leverage, where you can do what you want when you want, alright? This is not the end-all be-all, but the internet is the best place you could start. I would advise you learn how to build a business on the internet. Learn how to build an income on the internet in a way where you can get the results that you want, alright? Where you can have a life at the same time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. That's just my 2 cents, my tip with you, and tip for you. And if you'd like to learn how to do this, if you're coachable, trainable, willing to learn some things, you want to learn how to build a business on the internet, alright? If you want to learn how to do this, if you're willing to learn things, willing to put in work, connect with me on my site, check it out. It's 123marketingtips.com. I'll put the link down there. And I appreciate you. It's been fun. And I'll see you on the next one, and most importantly, on the beach of the world. Take care.